Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua Bahashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and sincerity. It's the brother Yahshua back with another lesson and video. And this one is going to touch on the third woe, all right? Because we got to keep our eye on that, knowing that that's when our salvation is right. It's going to run concurrent with the third woe, because these nations are going to be fighting against each other, and that's when Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to crack that sky, as they say. All right, those two things run together. So it behooves us to continue to watch the third woe. All right, so let's get this real quick. Here's what we see going on right now. This is Isaiah 14 and 10. And all these nations, right, are they're saber rattling, right? Whereas it used to be, everybody was afraid of Babylon the Great because they had the weapon that nobody else had, going back to the second woe. Now everybody has that same weapon and more. And there's something called war games. And when I was in the military years ago, it was something called Team Spirit, where you go get with your allies. We went to South Korea and did this war game right across the DMZ, the demilitarized zone, from North Korea. And we're sitting there flexing our muscles, showing them what we're able to do, you know, what kind of firepower and that sort of thing. And then they're on the other side of the DMZ doing the same thing, okay? So, you know, this war game or muscle flexing, you know, type behavior has been going on. And now things have gotten to the point where everybody has, you know, a certain amount of firepower. They're not afraid of Babylon the Great anymore. All right. So this is Isaiah 14 and 10. All they shall speak and say unto thee. Who is all they? All these other nations are not afraid of Babylon the Great anymore. Art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Okay? Meaning we're not afraid of you no more. Okay? We're actually stronger than you. And we can actually prove it. Okay? So let's go to this. This is Dabu, March 16th, which I believe was 2 days ago, maybe. Okay. Let's watch this. Okay, this looks like China. All right, Moab. And they out there goose stepping. Let's listen to Dabu.
This is Dabu 7 taking a look here at what's going on with the militaries of the United States and China, and, well, what the experts are saying here in terms of simulations that have been conducted. We now have information that has been declassified showing that these simulations go back about a decade, and that each and every time that they have conducted this, China has won. Not only has China won within a very short time frame, and almost all of these situations are centered around Taiwan.
Okay, so China is allies with Russia. And the scriptures clearly tell us that Russia is going to win this war. All right? So if Russia is stronger than China, okay, and you got your boy Sleepy Joe is talking shit to Putin right now, all right, as though they can, do battle with Russia. They can't. All right, and we know that because we know what the scriptures say. So going back to Isaiah 14 and 10, these people ain't afraid of Babylon the Great no more. And it's going to go down. All right? Russia and China are allies. Russia can take down China if they wanted to. The Russians are some bad fighting Edomites. And then you got Moab over here, and they're letting you know that Moab could take down Babylon the Great too. And if they're allies, then what do you think? What's the next step? All right, let's continue.
On Taiwan, and this goes back, like I said, a decade. What it does not calculate in is this current administration's money and planning at this point. But if you go back throughout history and you look at all the defensive spending and all the money put out there toward war, they try to say that the United States fell behind China here because they were busy running around the globe chasing the boogeyman, militants. Here on this world stage. As China has made progressive leaps and bounds, and they have also carried out their own little bit of wargaming. They did this over Taiwan, where they did like 40 runs over Taiwan, acting like they were bombing it. And this concerned Taiwan greatly. And all the way up to currently, in terms of declassified information, they're saying even as close as 2018, when they ran the simulation, our blue team, which represented the United States, got beat by China. They end this whole talk by saying that there is a chance that they could stifle them by making China question their abilities. They don't go into greater detail, and we know that there's a ton of equipment and supplies that sit on the sidelines and technologies that we've never seen that can be used in these wars. And all too often, people always want to think that the United States has the upper hand regardless. Well, here on this world stage, things play out a little differently than what people expect because sometimes these things are scripted. I'm going to break that down further on my thoughts on that and where this is all going from here on the next live stream. So
All right, so there it is. All right. Art thou altogether become as weak as we? China got some shit. All right. Made in China ain't a joke no more. All right. So let's get the precepts here. Okay, let's get Joel. Joel the prophet. It's Joel 3 and 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shabbat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. All right? So, this is what we see right now, okay? The Most High is doing his thing. We're looking at the third woe, all right? Let's get Revelation. All right, Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. All right. So Dabu is letting you know. Dabu is he's breaking down them current events. All right. And at that same time, okay, the at the same time of World War III, the third woe, that's when we're going to be delivered. Okay? Because that's when Yahweh Shem Yahushua is coming back, all right, to do their thing. All right? And this Babylon the Great got to be clean dissolved. Let's get that real quick, and then we'll go ahead and close it. We don't need much, all right? We just need to know what time we're in and to be watching. It's Isaiah 24:19. Okay, the earth is utterly broken down, the earth is clean dissolved, the earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Okay? All right? Here we are. We're overlooking this whole situation right now. And nobody can stop this thing. All right? Let's get Habakkuk and then we'll go ahead and close it. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Here we are. We're right here. All right? We're right here at the end. So, hey, it behooves you to, to hold fast to that which thou hast been taught. Paraphrasing. Right? Because this knowledge and wisdom is going to be the stability of these times that we're in right now. A lot of people are their heart is going to fail them, right? Because they ain't ready for what is coming. They're not prepared. So if you already know, it's not going to take you by surprise like a thief in the night. All right. So with that, I hope that this short lesson and admonition to remain awake, steadfast, and keep your eyes on this prize, because things are going to start happening simultaneous and quick. All right. So keep your eyes open. All right. So with that, I hope that the elect was edified. And until next time, I'm going to say shalom.